Okay, so now that we have our signal flow done, we are going to do some panning and do some treating of the buses so everything is fat. So let's start. Doesn't matter what we start with. Let's start with the drums. Most people like to start with the drums. If I hit Command U, it puts an automatic looper on whatever I have highlighted. So if I highlight this keys track right here and I hit Command U, then that puts the looper around that region. So we want to do the drums right now. So we are going to highlight the drum track, something that goes across the whole drum track, and then there we go. Now, so we're going to solo the drums, and we're going to play it. It's nice. And we're going to look at, beautiful. This is the drum kit. Okay. This TC Electronics, this LA2A is just beautiful on drums. Very transparent. And this is the EQ for the whole drum bus. And what we want to do, I think I just want to boost a little here, or actually roll off and then boost. Let's see what we got. There it is. And then maybe at around 2K, just kind of lift it so that snare drum pops out. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the drum bus, and I have my own bus saved for my drum buses in almost every bus, and it's called harmonic saturation. So I put this on every bus, and I learned this from the great, incomparable Irko Serra, who mixed Donda by Kanye West. And basically what it is a saturator on top and a limiter at the bottom. And so let me disengage them. And then I'm going to engage them so you can hear the difference. First, I'm going to turn the saturator on. Pops out a little more. Now the limiter. Whew, we are popping. We are definitely popping. All right, cool. So I put that on every bus, and it makes a great difference. So let's make sure our gain staging is straight. I use gain staging. I talked to Irko. He does not gain stage. There are certain mixers that can just gain stage by ear. They don't have to. I use the numbers. That's just me. All right. So I'm going to, yeah, that's hot. Whew, that's hot. All right, so let me check my levels. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's good. We're just above. I mean, that's hot. Everything else is going to come underneath it. When you put a wrapper on that, that's great. So bass and drums, we got the drums set up. Let's do a little bit of panning. We've got the chime a little bit on the left here, the chime, and then a little bit on the right. We've got the hi-hat. And what this does is it gives the kit some depths. Nice. Let's check out this. Nice. So our snare is right up the middle, kick is right up the middle. That's all there is to this kit. Let's move on to the bass. We're gonna solo the bass. Gonna go back to our mixer, unsolo the drums, solo the bass, and we're gonna hit Command U. Now we want our bass to hit around -10 up in here, so we can tell that it's a little low. But we're going to do the same thing we did in Logic. What's cool is I can just hit Control and drag over the same plugins that are on the other buses. So I want the limiter and I want the saturator on there. Here we go. Now you see how the difference that made? We're right there. And if I want to take this limiter and turn it down, there it is. We're hitting right around 10. Nice. All right, so looking at the bass EQ, okay, we rolled off a little bit. Nice, okay. And we want to come down below where we put our kick drum. We might even want to carve some space out for the kick drum to get in there. But we're going to do some things so that kick drum can really be heard. So if we play the kick and the bass and the drums, we've got this. That's what we want. Sounds good. Now, let's go to the keys. Look, we're almost done. This is pretty quick. So we're gonna go to our harmonies, is what I call them. And it's not much to them, but let's put our bus treatments on there. Harmonic saturation for buses. And that's on there. So let's go to keys. See the difference? So we want these keys to be around -20, so they may be loud. So what we want to do is, rather than turn down each instrument, we're just going to turn down the whole bus. Beautiful. And let's listen to everything. Or not everything. Let's listen to... Oh, well, the only thing left is the air horns. So we've got harmony and melody. Let's go to the... Nice. So nice. Now let's go to the air horn. Let's turn the looper off. Go to the air horn and see how that's working. All right, so what I want you to notice about the air horn is the automation. Yeah. So to get this little graphic thing here, we go to, so this is the regular pan. And then if we right click on our pad and we go to binaural panner, now we get this, that's so dope. And to add, I believe in one of the videos I show you how to do the automation. If you hit A, it's going to show you which ones, angle and distance. And like if I hit angle, that's the angle. If I hit distance. So those together, what's happening is, when I hit play, I'm grabbing this with the left click, and then I'm just moving around how I please. So, nice. All right, so we do have some effect on here, and it's the devil lock, and I think that gives it some grit. But we're just gonna do a basic beat, and we'll get into the effects once we get the vocals on it. In other videos, I'll show you how to treat these vocals. Right now, we're making a beat for the rapper to rap to. I just need you to rap to it, and then we'll decorate it after you rap to it. We don't want to decorate a beat and then have a rapper rap over something that's already decorated, because you pigeonholes them. Oh, I have to rap about this because this sound is there and that sound is there. You only want to make a skeleton, and then you want to put in what's called synesthesia, which means if they're rapping about a refrigerator, then you want to put some things that sound like ice, or something that means cold, or if they're rapping about whatever they're rapping about, then you want to put sounds in there that represent that. So... nice. So to put the finishing touches on this, let's hit save. We're going to go into the mixer, and we're going to turn on the BT Clipper. I think this is free. And what this does is, I have it set down here at -1 dB. And that's going to give me some... it just knocks the transients down so I can get more volume. And now I'm going to raise the width a little bit. Maybe not that much. There it is. Woo! Now here's the kicker. This is my favorite limiter right now, and it's the Oxford limiter. So I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it before I engage it, and you hear the difference. Like, all right. Here we go. You hear that? Thing about it, it's right here, enhanced curve. So it's kind of got a little inflator on it, and I could turn this up. Now that's good and loud. Now I want to know how loud it is. I am going to go to metering, and I'm going to go to the multimeter, and I'm going to pay attention to my LUFS, LUSF, loudness units for serious musicians. I don't know what LUFS means. I forgot, but check it out. We want it around 13 and 14 is for streaming, but if we're sending to a rapper and we're trying to impress our clients, let's push it a little bit. Let's try to get it up to around 10. There it is. That's gorgeous. So now when your friends play it, they're going to be like, oh, that's loud. Now, I've seen Irko. I've been at his sessions. He will get it up to 7. I could push it to, but I don't know how he does it. And it doesn't sound like it. It doesn't sound like it. Just, we want our correlation to be to the right, like it's doing. There we go. So this track is ready to be sent to a writer. And if this is as far as you can get, you're great. You're doing good. We're going to look at some other tracks, and we are going to master them. This is like a pre-master. It's like, oh, cool. You dig into the mastering when you've got all the vocals and everything. So, but for mastering, there's a mastering engineer on YouTube. His name is Streaky. You got to check him out. Really knows his stuff. Okay, so see you on the next one.